Reporter Laura Marquez of Good Morning America, ABC News, interviewed the brethren, including Jules Tepper, past Grand Master of the District of Columbia, who described the bond Masons share, and Brother Ford, saying, "He built character, he built integrity." He's a builder, you see. He built honesty. Tepper was among a group of over 80 brethren who prayed through the Capitol that morning. In his free time, Brother Tepper serves as a Masonic guide at the House of the Temple. People took photographs of the Masons who were proudly wearing their regalia. The men were often questioned by Capitol Hill police officers and others who were paying tribute to Ford, which gave them the opportunity to explain who they were and why they were there. Yet they'd have to tell the police. What a joke. The police are Freemasons. Every cop knows to join. Masons across the country are paying tribute to Brother Ford in various ways. In his home state of Michigan, Grand Master Walter F. Wheeler ordered the Freemasons to drape the altars in all 335 Masonic lodges throughout the state for 30 days in memory of the President and brother, the former President and brother. The first photo that they show you on the site was from the brethren from the Washington, D.C. metro area. The second photo, well, there's a whole bunch of people in the back there to tell you who they are. I'm sure they're all involved in politics and anything that really matters in this particular system. And it should be mentioned here too, you see that every president is offered the right to become a 33rd degree Mason. Even Reagan, I've got his photographs with his getting all his regalia given to him during his little ceremony. Every president is given the honour of a 33rd degree in Freemasonry. The reason they're given it is because they already are Masons, even in some other lodges, because all Masonic lodges are connected, regardless of what they call it. It's the interwoven system, which is all around us. And we have the same in the female system. There's many names for the same thing. And I've even seen people locally gathering information on locals through gossip, and you know which ones are doing it, and that's how intelligence is gathered on everybody in your little community, just through plain gossip. The lower Masons, although they think they are builders, are really rough Masons, according to those at the top. They do what they're told to not only keep this system going, but they're told to spread the next part of the agenda amongst the populations. Many editors you'll find are Freemasons because they get up the ranks much quicker. Anyone who's useful in persuading the populations to go in a certain direction on different things they're always pulled out and pushed up much quicker. The ones at the bottom just attend the functions, do an awful lot of speculation, and learn their fun little rituals and think they understand it all. And of course they wear their little aprons to show you that from their loins comes supposedly more perfected beings. And these characters at the bottom haven't been given the intergenerational wives to mate with, so their children are no different than anyone else's, really. They don't even know what's going on, but they're happy with their freebies. So much mystique has been put out by Freemasonry to attract members in, and mystery and fascination and myth. Yet if you go into the actual history of these societies, they always called the majority of the public, the profane, those in the darkness, the mob. And it hasn't changed today. They guide the mob, as they say. They're the lights that guide the mob. They take the credit for shaping the educational system, while we know there's nothing but brainwashing. That's the whole agenda of education and guiding the future. Always. During the 1600s and 1700s, the pirates and Rosicrucians, with their skull and bones flag, sailed the oceans just looting and burning ships. Looting and looting and looting. And they didn't simply squander the money that they were looting. It went into a big, big kitty in selected places, including old selected places which the Templars had been using since they pretended to disappear in North America, long before Columbus came here. Then that money was used to raise certain families to the top, to become leaders, and create the foundations which now guide us. Carol quickly talked about the foundations and how they're totally interconnected with the corporations, international corporations, and that the new system, New World Order, will be comprised of these big foundations and corporations, which will be a new feudal type system, with the foundations and corporations being the feudal overlords. And that's already happened. It's here, in fact. All those in the military-industrial complex, all those corporations are part of it. The big companies that made the microchips, and especially the ones that we'll all get chipped with eventually for our brains, are all supra-governmental organizations that even get indirect funding from the taxpayer. There's nothing new at all about public-private when you have the secret services and CIA-type organizations involved. They have many front organizations which actually produce things, especially in the technological area. Now, a while back I talked about the international science meeting that was held at Loyola University in Louisiana. And it was pretty well all about the brain chip, and it was discussed openly. The US Department of Commerce, your tax money, paid for this international meeting. And politics was never mentioned by any scientist or any spokesperson during the entire meeting, because they know that politics is just for the people down below.